Some of you might not believe what I'm about to say, but that's okay. Hopefully you'll watch this video from the beginning and not jump to the end. You know, there's a lot of us who do that. They just jump to the end and they want to see the back of the book and know how the story ends. Well, if you do that, you're going to miss the whole story. In 1995, October, my mom passed away, went home to be with the Lord. And I was, missing my mom. And I asked God a ridiculous thing. Of course, at the time, I didn't think it was ridiculous. I was sincere in asking the question, because I wanted to confirm that what my beliefs were. And I asked God, I said, God, please confirm to me that my mom is with you. Can you show me your face in the clouds? I asked him, can you show me your face in the clouds? I had bought a Fuji Instamatic 24-shot camera, one of those, like in the box type thing. And I went in my backyard in Kapolei, and I sat back there and I stood and walked around and looked up at the sky and waited for the moment to happen. An hour went by, and hour and a half went by, 2 hours went by. Anyway, about 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours, God didn't show me his face. But while I was back there, I did take some pictures because I thought, hey, I got 24 shots. If God shows up, I'm gonna still have enough film. So I said, I can take some of the shots that you see images in the sky. You see, I saw and I'll show some of those photos too, like an alligator head and a rabbit, and a lot of different images. So when you're looking up at the sky, you see all these things. So I'm snapping, while I'm waiting back there 2.5 hours, right? Snapping. Then I come to the last shot, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is the last shot. It's number 24. Boy, I guess it's not going to happen. So that's what the conclusion I came to. I'm going to just use the film and just take the last shot. It's not going to happen. And so I did. I took the last shot, and as I was holding up the camera and taking the shot, not a second too soon, I snapped that camera. In my peripheral vision, I just saw the clouds go, and I turned and I looked, and in my utter amazement, the face of God, Jesus' face, was so beautiful. It was perfect. And I was shocked, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I was mad because I didn't have film, and I was like overwhelmed. And just as I'm rejoicing and grumbling at the same time, the clouds move, and so it started to dissipate. His face the clouds started to move, and the top part of his head and his left eye, it started to disappear. So out of desperation, I just lifted up the camera in that direction, and I just snapped. And for those of you who've used those kind of Instamatic cameras, you know, it's like a full click. A half click is like, wow, it didn't do a, not even a half click. It just did a, just a soft. And I thought, oh my gosh, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And so I was bummed, and I was like, oh, nobody's gonna believe me. Nobody's gonna believe me. And after grumbling for a little bit, and I thought to myself, wow, God showed up, man. He answered my prayer. Be thankful and rejoice for that. And I did. And I came to the conclusion that, wow, this was just for me. This was just for me. And so I said, it's all right. I don't have to share this story. So I took the film in, 24-hour deal, and the film developed the next day. I was looking through the pictures, and I noticed that some of the pictures that I was taking, I saw different images, but I came across this one picture and I didn't recognize what it was, and I said, what is this? I don't remember taking this picture. So I put it down, and I did a second bypass, and I was looking at the pictures again, and it came to that one again, and I said, what is this? I don't even know. This doesn't even look familiar at all. And then I realized, taking a closer look at the picture, that there was a roof, somebody's roof on there, but the picture was upside down. So I turned it right side up, and when I turned it right side up and the roof was the right way and the sky was up here, guess what I saw? The face of Jesus. The picture actually took. God allowed me, without no film, to take that shot. Now I look back, I can see that God was waiting for me to just take that last shot, because he could have showed up anytime and it would have been a great story, him showing up, and I still had film. Okay. But he said, he's going to wait a little while. When I run out of film, and then he's going to show up, and he's going to allow me to take a picture of him without no film. Make the story even more better and more interesting. That's the way I see it when I look back now, because it blew my mind. So guess what? There's no Facebook, there's no YouTube, there's eBay. I put it on eBay. Honestly, the whole story that I told you guys, I put it on eBay. But with eBay, you have to price it. So I had to price it. And so I wanted to price it to make sure nobody tries to buy it. So guess what? The number 3 came to my mind, Trinity, 3 million. I put it in for 3 million. Little did I know the repercussions that was going to happen. There's thousands of people said that, they were like, they blew their mind. They were like, what a story this is great, God is good, blah, blah. And then the other half was like, you're a hypocrite, you're selling God's picture, he does this miracle for you, and you're selling it for $3 million. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty crazy. I actually had a guy that called up and was trying to purchase it. Long story, but some Catholic millionaire guy. And long story short, I told him I basically told them that it wasn't for sale. That it was just a story. I just priced it that price so nobody would actually try to buy it. What was interesting is this other guy called and he was like, is that your picture, the fake picture? And I was like, it's not a fake picture, it's a real picture. Because I was looking at it for about almost two hours, and maybe more, and I can't see nothing, and it's frustrating. And I said, oh, you buy your camera now, by the computer? He said, yeah. I said, step away about 8 feet, and then look at it. I said, don't try to look for anything, just look at the screen. And he did that, followed my instructions, and I heard him say, holy blank. Came back and told me, you know what, he's sorry, he couldn't, he just blew his mind. So he told me, I'm going to do something for you. I'm going to sketch out where the images are, like the frame. He's going to put the crown of thorns on the head and so that people can see. Because like him, he couldn't see. He's gonna draw it out just to help people that cannot see the image see the image. But he told me, there's three faces on here, and I said, I saw that, but I didn't mention anything because one face is hard to deal with already. But I saw the exact three images, so he traced those out too. So I'm gonna be putting that out, the tracing, all the drawings that he did too, for those that cannot see the image too good, and you guys can go and look at the sketches and then look at the original, and I know you're gonna see it. I'm not saying that you need to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. All I'm saying is that there is a God, and He hears our prayer. And if we believe and have faith, miracles happen, and it happened to me. Hope you enjoy the story. God bless. Take care.